it's supposed to be this. But I f***ed it up. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Sunday with SWOLA145. Hello. Rock and roll, baby. Straight from the soul. Just like you heard there in the beginning. So much energy today. Holy shit. However, I am incredibly excited for today. If you didn't see this past Friday, I had a video showing this guitar right here. What is this? This is the Blitz. The Blitz, baby. This last Friday, I announced a new series from SolarGuitars.com, the Chop Chop series, which is going to be very unique made guitars. And we're launching it with the Blitz guitar right there. Can you take a look at that? Yes, those are electrocuted burns right there, real ones. This is not a finish. These are real fucking burns right there. And then we have this, the black one. Hello. Hello, Joe. No, but take a look at this. This is the black Blitz right there and the regular Blitz right there. And it's available from SolarGuitars.com. I'm incredibly proud about these and how these came out. And the Blitz is just the beginning of a really, really awesome project, guys. You have no idea what to expect from the Chop Chop. It's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to share the news with all of you. If you want to get one of these, you can get it from SolarGuitars.com. And today is the absolute last day. Oh, Edelkrone, you motherfucker. Oh, and the screen. Shit, man. I just didn't do anything today, I guess. Oh, shit. Oh, you didn't turn on the Edelkrone because, you know, it causes drama on the internet. And you didn't turn on the TV because you don't want to show how many subscribers you have or something. I don't know. It's on, okay? What I was saying was that today is the last day of the Solar Guitars summer sale, okay? So, you know, today is the last chance to get a really good and well-priced guitar. Just a little tip, okay? Tomorrow it ends. All right? Are you guys ready for the news? I'm not. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It sure looks like John Petrucci is about to launch his own guitar software brand. Holy shit, the guitarist has trialed a new venture, Tonemission, on his socials, and we've looked up the trademark. Holy shit, do you remember when John was over for coffee with Ola and I asked him about Tonemission? He said it was supposed to be a community and, you know, where people can gather and shit. Oh, it's something more than that. It's software, baby. Let's read on. July 12th, it was John Petrucci's birthday today. How old? 56 years, man. Holy shit. I wish that when I'm 56, I'm just as cool as John Petrucci. The guitarist took to Instagram earlier today to share a starry video clip with an atmospheric voiceover that appears to have been recorded by Petrucci himself. For centuries, musicians have searched for the perfect tone and sound that will transcend time, move the soul, and stir the imagination, says the guitarist. Our quest for tone is a relentless pursuit, sleepless nights, hours spent experimenting, crafting, feeding the... It's a mission, a tone mission. Join us. Oh, shit! And then you can go to the website and it's basically join us on our tone mission so you can be a part of the newsletter. How exciting! And dude, the Petrucci, man, with all his secrets. Maybe I already know what it is. And maybe I have a demo coming this coming week. Or maybe not. We'll just have to see. A Star is reborn. Eddie Van Halen limited edition offset is inspired by Eddie Van Halen's Mad Charvel and Dan Electro combo. Take a look at this. The single pickup Star reprises Ed's 1980s fan favorite, The Star, as seen on the year's World Invasion tour. Look at these assholes. Zoom in. There it is. Look at that. Because who needs a freaking neck pickup, huh? Let's just get a kill switch in there. I think this is pretty sick, actually. Bare bones, Floyd. Chief among them is the eye-catching blend of a Charvel Star body and a Dan Electro style neck, which is augmented with a single humbucker and a Floyd Rose fitted with a D-Tuna vibrato setup. While Van Halen used an existing Charvel body to create his 1980s model, he is, to be fair, credited with inventing the guitar that inspired Charvel Star Shaped in the first place. Okay, take a gander at... What is this? Close? Thank you. Take a look at this. Is that the headstock? That is the headstock. God damn it. That's a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Holy shit. Give me the hockey stick. That is That's a shame. It's a really cool looking guitar, but for me the headstock is just ruining it right there. God damn it. And with that, they're also doing deconstructs of the Frankenstein iconic stripe colorway in 3 all-new Relic series models as well. So, oh, they've been really busy, EVH. The famed red, white, and black stripe aesthetics of Eddie Van Halen's original Frankie has been stripped down for 3 heavily aged throwback models. So, basically, they've taken the stripes and they made 3 guitars out of it. How, that's pretty cool, I guess. Take a look! That is awesome. That's really awesome. So I've seen more and more of this with, you know, EVH and Charvel and Fender, that they're doing relics, but import relics. You know, this is becoming quite more common. These go for how much? $60.99 US. In the pickup department, direct mount EVH Wolfgang humbucker is paired with a body mounted neck single coil, both of which are controlled by a volume pot labeled, of course, tone. As is the case with every Frankie throwback offering the detune of floor rose tremolo, letting you mimic Eddie's signature trem work and instantly access drop detuning, is accounted for with a 1.69-inch locking nut also making the cut. I think this is pretty cool. Too bad about the headstock on these Star Shaped guitars, man. That's a bummer. Ozzy Osbourne canceled performance at Power Trip Festival. I'm just not ready yet. You know, the Power Trip Festival, that was it Metallica that started the Power Trip Festival and basically, you know, had a shit ton of really big and huge bands. Well, apparently, I'm just not ready yet. My original plan was to return to the stage in the summer of 2024, and when the offer to do this show came in, I optimistically moved forward. Unfortunately, my body's telling me that I'm just not ready yet, and I am much too proud to have a first show that I do in nearly 5 years be half-assed. Kudos to him, man. So Ozzy had an accident last year where he damaged his spine and he canceled all the shows this year. I had a ticket for one, and you know, everyone was saying, oh, that's a done deal for Ozzy. He's basically dead. But no, he's just, you know, he's recovering, okay, and his plan is to go out on tour. Right now, he's still just writing music and doing albums and all that. And as soon as he has recovered, he will be back out on tour. I mean, take a look at the bill right here. Power Trip, you have Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, and Tool. That's some heavy-hitting bands right there. It looks like it was a little bit too early for the Oz to do this. Maybe we'll see him next year, 2024. Let's go. And now it's been officially officialed that Gueikian, Cesar Gueikian of Gibson, he is appointed permanent CEO of Gibson Guitars. After being announced as the brand's interim CEO following the end of J.C. Curley 4-year tenure earlier this year, the brand president has now been given the full-time job. The firm looks to be in far stronger position, focusing on what has appeared to be a two-pronged approach of simplifying product lines with models that, to use Gueikian's favorite phrase, leverage our iconic past and attracting big names and their C's, among them Slash, Dave Mustaine, Kirk Hammett, Tony Iommi, and Lizzie Hale, and also Rex Brown. Rex Brown should be in there. I'm honored and humbled to take the permanent CEO role, says Gueikian. Gibson is a passion project for me. Our board of directors, chaired by Nat Silka, has been incredibly supportive over the last 5 years, giving me an opportunity to merge my biggest passion, which is not just music and guitars, but Gibson guitars with my business background. And I don't take this for granted. And I must say, even though it's really easy right now to shit on Gibson, people have been almost made it a running joke about Gibson the past years that they've been, absolutely terrible. They have absolutely lifted themselves up, in my opinion, in the past year. You see it on the, on the marketing front with their Gibson TV channel and the interviews and all that. You see it on the products as well when they're releasing Dave Mustaine guitars and, all these cool signature models. And these are heavy-hitting signature artists as well that they're having. I think they made an incredible job stepping things up. And all my kudos to them, man. That's how you do it right there, baby. Now let's just hope that they continue on this path and also make sick guitars, okay? I'm saying this from, a position of being a brand owner of Solar guitars. Gibson is important. We all hate when artists hurt themselves on stage and fall off stage and shit like that. It's terrible, okay? And now it has happened again. It's Kirk Hammett. He injures his knee on stage playing Master of Puppets. Let's find out what happened. Oh, it was during Metallica's show in Gothenburg, Sweden last month, according to recently shared fan footage. The new YouTube clip shows Metallica man twisted his knee and suddenly began hopping while the band performs Master of Puppets during the Gothenburg leg. It's funny that it was the Gothenburg leg. And it was his knee and his clearly in pain, Hammett continues to alternate between playing and sending his electric guitar aside while he attempts to reset or massage his knee. Holy shit, let's watch. That just looked like an old man walking off stage, you know? Did he hurt his knee? There's something apparently wrong. Nice black pause right there. He's limping for sure. Smashing his legs. Oh! No, it's a gimmick. He did it for the song. Alright, well, you know, touring life is not easy, man. Look at him massaging his leg right there. Still performing though. You just have to endure as an artist. You know, people have no idea if your internals are hurting or, you know. I think with Richie Faulkner when he was playing with Judas Priest, the f***ing artery blew out in a song and he just played a solo and then went off stage. And it was basically life-threatening. What people and guitar players do for their fans, man, or their live shows. The show has to go on, you know, even though they're almost dying. Speaking about touring, and you know, the Chug project is back up on Spotify now, okay? Let me explain. The Chug project was up under my name, Ola Englund, as an album called The Chug Project Volume 1. That was a publishing mistake that it fell under my own name. It was always supposed to be the artist name, The Chug Project, because I wanted to differentiate Ola Englund, the songs, and the Chug Project songs. They're not supposed to be mixed together, but it was too late before the launch that it's already been set. So I just let the Chug Project be under Old Englund for a while, but now I changed it so the Chug Project is its own artist. You can go and follow it on Spotify right now. You can go and listen to the shit right there, okay? But also, something I wanted to talk about, because I've been getting a little bit of requests about this, and I just want to throw this idea out there. I've been having requests and people asking about the Chug Project / Ola Englund tours. You know, live shows. This is not the first time I'm getting requests for doing, you know, solo live shows or anything like that. But before, I was always like, you know, I don't really want to tour. And, you know, I have the Haunt that I'm playing occasionally with live. And, you know, that's fun and that tickles my live nerve. But I was thinking the other week, actually, maybe I could bring out the Chug Project live and do some shows somewhere. Just as a test, you know. Not a full tour, just like do it a week or something. Drive around in Europe or something like that. Get like a drummer and a bass player and go as a trio maybe. Just go out and chug. Will people be interested in this? Let me know in the comment section. Do people care? Okay. That was just an idea I had, okay? It probably won't happen, but you know, I'm working on it in my head. That news? So something I haven't talked that much about this past half year is that I've actually had some old man problems. Yes, you heard it right. Old man problems. No, but I've been having problems with my hip, actually, and my ass. Basically what happened this past winter was that I overloaded on weights when I was working out, and that damaged something. So now I'm currently still having some problems. You know, I'm working on it, okay? But I'm having a lot of problems just working or like functioning as normal. So something I've wanted to do for a while, you know, I love this room and I love my desk right here. And this chair, man, this chair has been with me for a long time. And some people think that I'm sponsored by DX Racer, but no, I just bought this chair. And people are like, why are you still using this chair? Well, it's a fucking chair, man. That's where I put my ass. And it works. You know, it works to put my ass on. Anyways, since I'm having problems sitting down for longer periods of time now because of my hip problem, I thought to change my desk and my chair situation around here so I can work for longer, because right now I cannot sit for more than 5 minutes without me having to stretch and do shit. So I'm gonna switch out this desk and this chair right there for a desk that goes up and down, and it's right here. Check this out. Here's the desk right here, And that's the chair. So I figured I would open up the chair. And the desk is a different story because I need to record SWOLAs and shit. And if I change the desk, I have to disconnect everything from this setup right here and build it all up again. And I know that's going to take a while. So I kind of want to finish off with some videos before, I take on that task, because that's going to be a big task. So, but I'm going to start with the chair. So, take the happy then, yo. It's a big thing. It's a big box. Shit. If you take a look at the instructions, there needs to be a strong arm doing this. I have a strong arm. Strong arm. Look at that. All right. So there's actually for a good reason why I got this specific chair. You might have seen in my home office video that I already have a chair like this. I tried for home, and I actually really enjoy this chair, and I'm going to show you why in a second. First of all, it's a saddle type chair like this, but the cool thing about it is that you can also sit like this if you want. You get the armrest like this. Maybe I'll remove this for that, but you can sit like this and work as well, like this. Obviously, you look like a moron, but I mean, my problem is that I need to keep moving around and, get into different positions. When I sit at work, I need to be able to stand up, I need to be able to switch and all of that, and I think it's good. It also works to play guitar in, obviously, because it doesn't have the armrest. However, you still have the armrest back here, okay? So if you sit like this, you're good to go. So, bye-bye. Hold the X-Racer. See ya. Move it out. There you go. And take a look at the chair. I didn't say anything, but here it is. Look at it go. I can sit like this. Oh. And now people are going to be mad and say like, hey, bring back the DX-Racer chair. Oh, this new chair sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's pretty good for me. Look at me chilling like this. My hip feeling good and shit. So the next step for me, after I recorded a SWOLA, is that I'm gonna disassemble all of this and build up my new desk, which is one that you can lower and you can raise for standing and shit like that. And that's gonna be a cabling nightmare. So I have a couple of days here where I can figure shit out, and hopefully next Sunday with Ola, you'll see me with my new desk as well. Oh my God, content, baby! Isn't that awesome? Ola's getting a fucking desk. Great. I mean, it's the summertime, man. Nothing is happening. I'm sorry. Album tip of the week. It's not metal in any sense. And I'm going to make this quick because I know you guys will be like, who the fuck cares, Ola? But I've been listening a fair bit to the Hollow Knight original soundtrack. This is a game from 2017 or 2016, you guys. It's not a new game, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. I've said this before. And last week, I found out that the soundtrack is available on Spotify and on streaming platforms. And I started listening to it, and now I'm all in it again. I'm playing it for the third time. It's such a sick game, man, and the soundtrack is amazing. If you want to have a really awesome visual and audio orgasm, I recommend playing Hollow Knight. It's such an epic game, such a good platforming game. And I'm replaying it now because Silksong, the new game that's supposed to be, number 2, it's not sure when it's going to be released, so I'm just going to replay Hollow Knight again, and it's such an amazing experience. The best part about it is that Luis and the kids are going and doing other things, and I'm here working this coming week. So I'm gonna sit and play Hollow Knight for hours on end. It's gonna be amazing. So the Hollow Knight original soundtrack, go listen to it and then play the freaking game. Baby.
Who's up there? You won't escape that way!
Wo bist du?
In Heidelberg.
Ja. Oh. Wie heißt du? Link. Jetzt. Nee, und meine Familien gehen nach Heidelberg Schloss. Oh. Ich habe eine Kirche in meine Hosen. Los. Ich suche für meine Schnitzel. Hier ist mein Schnitzel. Genau. Okay. La 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 la. Oh, we're sinking. We're sinking. What are you thinking about? Very romantic. Romantic. Oh, what is this? Oh, TV. Great. Trampa då. Trampa. Ja, men jag trampar ju. Jo, jag trampar visst. Yay, that was so worth waiting 20-30 minutes in line for. Yay. Fucking hell. That was a full day at Europa Park. Holy shit, that was a long ass day. But the kids are happy.
Yeah!
Alright, so right now we're heading over to Colmar in France. So we're going over the border from Germany to France in a bit. It's just a short little drive, but that's where we're gonna stay for the night, and tomorrow we'll be in Colmar, France. Look at this beautiful church. So many churches, man. Hail Satan. The river right there. I think we're in France. Look at that. Oh shit. 80 means 80, 100 means 110, 130 means 100.
Oh
What?
God.
Vacation. Cool. So we're walking around in beautiful, beautiful Colmar. It's very beautiful. Look at these houses. Ha! Ola on vacation. That was the second part right there. The third part will happen in the next Sunday with Ola. You can see the conclusion of our family vacation. What the fuck is this? Is this even music related or guitar related? No, but it's the summer, man. I have to dig in deep, into the shit to create content for you guys. So, bear with me. As soon as summer's over, the news will come and, I've actually done things with my life and, it'll be good again. But guys, thank you so much for watching this Sunday with Ola. That was it for today. And who won the t-shirt? There's a raffle in every Sunday with Ola. If you haven't seen that already, it's in the chat, so you have to be in the premiere. Okay. Also, remember, last day, Solar Guitar Summer Sale. It's the last day today. Go get your guitar. There's some really sick-ass deals right there. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Pix, for just laying there sleeping. And I'll see you next time, okay? Goodbye.